Hello, guys, and welcome to a new episode of the Football Show. As today we're going to talk about yesterday's Premier League game and also today's Champions League games preview. Let's start with yesterday's Premier League game as Leeds United pulled off a great win over Manchester United at Old Trafford. Their first ever, or the first win at Old Trafford since 1981. A great day, a historical day for Leeds United players, fans, and Daniel Farker. Great win. It was a huge win in many aspects. Obviously, there was a big rivalry between Leeds United and Man United, and Leeds United obviously they pulled off a forward step into Premier League survival next season, as they go now 6 points clear of Tottenham. Great win for Leeds United to win against Manchester United away from home, considering they've been very good since Michael Carrick came in. It's fantastic. And in the first half, they were very good. They were fantastic. They played really well. They punished United badly. Like United in the first half, I don't think they were great, and they got punished badly. In the second half, yes, you could say Leeds United got a bit lucky with the red card from Lisandro Martinez. And by the way, how that was a red card, I have absolutely no idea. Shocking decision from the referee of the year. Again, how was that a red card? I have no idea how. Anyway, but United, and listen, United were poor, particularly in the first half. But like, it does not mean that red card. If Lisandro Martinez didn't get that red card, it doesn't mean United would have, came back. But at least they'd have had a better chance. And to be fair, after 30 minutes after they got sent off, they scored from Casemiro to 1, and you think like, okay, United, they even now 10 minutes they have a lift off and they get a goal, so they could carry on, but it wasn't that, and you have to give credit to Leeds United, even though you're winning 2-0, and you have an extra man. There's still a big pressure on you to deliver and to win against your biggest rival. Leeds United did that fantastically well. Great win for Manchester United. Great win for Daniel Farker. Congratulations, and they pull off a good step towards Premier League survival next season. As for Manchester United, it's a bad one. It's a bad defeat. Um, I have to say United's honeymoon period under Michael Carrick is slightly surely but over, because if you look at their form, you look at their results in the last 4 games, it's not great. I mean, Newcastle, they lost to them 2-1, where Newcastle went down to 10 men. They beat Aston Villa 3-1, all right, but then they drew to Bournemouth 2-2, even though some of the decisions in that game was shocking and win against United. But they lost to Leeds United 2-1 yesterday. Is the bubbles, are United, because they are like expected to get top 4? That's why they're struggling now. Listen, I still think United will get top 4. They're third in the Premier League. They are level point with Aston Villa. They are 3 points clear of Liverpool, and they are 7 points clear of Chelsea. I still think United should go through to go qualify for the Champions League next season. They are in a good position. However, their form and their results haven't been good in the last 4 games, so it's not ideal, and they have to wake up very quickly to get back to getting good results and finishing in the qualification for the Champions League. And they've got big games coming up. They've got Chelsea away, which I expect United to win that game, but still away Chelsea. You never know. Brentford at home. Brentford are a decent side. Liverpool, there's a big rivalry between those two clubs, of course. Sunderland away, not easy. Nottingham Forest at home. I expect United to win that, but Forest are fighting for relegation. Brighton away, not. Brighton have not much to play for unless they play for European football. So United have got very important fixtures coming up, and they have to step up really quickly if they want to, still be finishing that top 4, top 5. Because they're still in a good position, but with their last 4 games run of form is not been convincing. So yeah, but yeah, great win for Leeds United, and I think now Leeds United have a very good chance of Premier League survival next season. Sorry, playing Premier League football next season, I should say. Whereas I think Nottingham Forest, West Ham, and Tottenham. I mean, Tottenham, I think Tottenham will get relegated. I really think so. I don't trust them to pull off good results anytime soon. West Ham, they've got something about them, and they can fight, and they've got something about them. and they've got some decent games coming up. Let's not forget, except maybe Arsenal at home, but Arsenal also they're not in a good form right now. So yeah, but West Ham they've got something about them. They got a fight about them, and they've been quite good since Nuno came in. And Nottingham Forest, similar thing. They've been quite good since Victor Pereira coming in, and they've got fixtures. Some of them are nice, but some of them they've got obviously difficult where they've got United away, Chelsea away. So yeah, so it's going to be a very interesting end to the season for that relegation battle between those 3-4 clubs. Let's move on to today's Champions League games. Two preview games: Liverpool against PSG. I can't see. Listen, as a Liverpool, if I'm a Liverpool fan, if I'm a Liverpool player, if I am Arne Slot, which I would never be in this position to be the Liverpool manager, by the way. But if I was Arne Slot, if I'm Dominic Soboslai, Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Alisson, not Alisson, sorry, because he's injured, Mamouda Shlavi, etc. If I'm a Liverpool fan, I would believe that Liverpool can come back, because you have to do it. If you want to play football, if you want to win, to succeed, you have to believe. You have to believe. However, realistically, I don't see them coming back against this Paris Saint-Germain side. This Paris Saint-Germain side are a fantastic side. They're starting to hit their strides right now, and they're playing really well right now, and they started to hit their peak. Whereas Liverpool, all right, they won their last game against Fulham 2-0, but this season Liverpool have been very, very poor and very inconsistent, especially two losses where they got absolutely destroyed. PSG in the first leg and Man City in the FA Cup. So it's Anfield in a Champions League night. Anything can happen, but I expect the PSG to go through, and I think they have a very good chance of it. So my prediction, I'm going for a 2-0 win for a 2-1 win, 2-1 win for Paris Saint-Germain. I think Liverpool put in a good fight in the first half, and it'll make it difficult for PSG. But I think PSG will have more fresh and more legs towards the end. After Liverpool, they gave everything, they gave energy, etc. And I think Liverpool will become tired, and I think PSG that will capitalize on it with fresh legs. Because let's not forget, PSG they didn't play a match on the French league. The game against Lens got postponed. They've got 7 days. They got 7 days rest, which is a joke, by the way. But I think that will make a difference then, because also PSG have more days rest, than Liverpool. So I think PSG should qualify. Atletico Madrid against Barcelona in the Wanda Metropolitano. Atletico Madrid have a very good lead, 2-0 over Barcelona. I expect Atletico Madrid to go through. I can't see Atletico Madrid throwing away against Barcelona. Again, similar thing. If I'm a Barcelona player, if I'm a Barcelona fan, if I'm Hansi Flick, if I'm Lamine Yamal, I would believe that we can come back, we can fight. But at the same time, I don't think this would be enough, and I don't think this would be realistically enough for Barcelona to qualify for the semi-finals of the Champions League. Because yeah, okay, they've got something in them. They've got players who can help them to come back. They've got players who can score great goals, and they can do something magic. But defensively, they're very unstable. So I think Atletico should have one chance in the game, and they should take it. So I think Atletico Madrid have a good chance of qualifying for the semi-finals. And let's not forget Diego Simeone's record at home in the Champions League and knockout stages is brilliant. He's never lost a home game in the knockout stages, which is incredible. And yes, people say, oh, but he lost that game against Chelsea 2021, and that was in Bucharest, because obviously COVID time, no fans, etc. So yeah, but Atletico Madrid, obviously they don't have much to play for in La Liga. However, they've got crucial games coming up. They've got the Champions League today, of course, against Barcelona. They've got the cup final on next Saturday against Real Sociedad, a big one for them. They've got obviously La Liga, they're guaranteed to get Champions League football for next season. But they've got two competitions where I expected them to beat Real Sociedad on Saturday, and then about Champions League where they could reach the semi-finals, they could reach the final, they could even win it. Who knows? Maybe this could be the year where finally Diego Simeone gets his luck and finally wins the Champions League. Who knows? But Um, yeah, but let's not even though if Atletico Madrid like win the Champions League, it does not mean they're the best team in the world because this Atletico Madrid side, like I said, they are inconsistent sometimes. You see them doing well. You saw what they did against Barcelona a couple of times this season. You saw what they did to Real Madrid, and you see other games like against Real Vallecano. Real Vallecano is that they lost to? I think it was Real Vallecano. Yes, Vallecano, Real Betis at home. I think the inconsistency of Atletico Madrid has denied them a challenge for the title in La Liga. However, they have a good chance of winning the Copa del Rey, and maybe they have a good chance of qualifying for the final of the Champions League, and maybe win it. Who knows? In a one-off game, anything can happen. So yeah, but for Barcelona, they are up against it. Rafinha is is gonna miss the second leg as he did in the first leg. However, they've still got other they've got great players like Yamal, Rashford, Lewandowski. However, and they've got quality players who can help them and come back and score great goals and to produce something magic for Barcelona, as I said. However, defensively, it will be very difficult to keep a clean sheet because defensively they're very um, unpredictable. Let's say, even though when they keep clean sheets, they concede chance after chance after chance at times because of that high line they play. And yeah, I think Barcelona, of course, can come back. It's not over. Of course, Barcelona can come back. They've got quality players that can help them to come back. They are a fantastic team, Barcelona, and Barcelona have a good history of making good comebacks, like they did against PSG in 2017. Even though they suffered also bad comebacks like Liverpool 2019 and Roma 2018. But at the same time, this Barcelona side, yeah, of course, they can come back against Atletico Madrid. Will they do it? I think it's unlikely because defensively, like I said, they're not strong enough, and I think Atletico Madrid at home, especially in Champions League, they're usually strong, especially in knockout stages, and the stats even prove it. So I think Atletico Madrid will go through. I think Barcelona will win. I'll go for a 2-1 win for Barcelona, but I think Atletico Madrid will go through. That's it, guys. Thank you. Wish you have a nice day. See you next time, and goodbye.